Hey guys, Josh from Solution Based. We're now looking at two heat pump outdoors. These are called condensers or heat pumps. This one is a York horizontal discharge with inverter technology, very similar to the technology that is used in the mini split, but just for the outdoor. On the inside, this hooks up to a standard air handler, which gives you some incredible flexibility. This thing will run down to less than 15 degrees. In our latitude, it doesn't even require a backup heating source, in my opinion. We ran down to 5 degrees the other day, and the upstairs heated just fine. Like any condenser, both of these need to be cleaned yearly. They need to be hosed down. Use condenser cleaner sparingly. Have your technician, your service company come out, check all the electrical components, make sure everything is within 5% of manufacturer spec, and clean. That's the key with the yearly. And you also are going to want to make sure that when anything's out of spec, you catch it before it's 100 degrees and everybody's running around and you have to wait 3 days. So doing seasonals really on these is really the name of the game, and cleaning them. If you walk by and they're dirty, hit them with the hose. Try to be careful. You don't want to get water inside that electrical box over there called a disconnect. You want to be careful not to shoot water places, but they are made to be outside. You can hit them with the hose. This is a traditional heat pump. This is made by Gibson. The biggest difference between the two is this is going to run into defrost mode more often. So when this thing runs, frost is generated because it's so cold outside when this is running that the coil actually freezes up. And what it does is it actually turns the air conditioning on without the fan and heats the coil up to get rid of that frost. Usually there's always a defrost board. Usually the logic inside turns that defrost cycle on and off based on time, the amount of runtime. When that happens, some of them create quite a bit of water vapor that in the cold really looks like this big plume of steam that will look like to you. It's not, but that's what it looks like. And that's okay, and that's normal. It kind of makes some loud noise sometimes when it goes through that cycle, and it'll release a big plume, and some people that aren't used to that will panic. That's completely normal, and you'll want that thing to be defrosted properly. Again, with heat pumps, these both are on risers. I actually put some stone on this side of the house, and this one's a little bit high up. I'm going to move some of those stones out of there. But you want it to be like that. There are heat pump risers in there that actually keep that up off the ground and keep the snow out of the bottom of the unit, and that will lead to significantly longer coil life and less refrigerant leaks. So and you can put covers. If you're one of the people that likes to put the covers over the top of them, they do keep leaves and stuff, especially out of a vertical discharge, which is what this is. That fan is blowing up. Leaves and stuff getting in the top of there, it's a pain in the neck to get that out of there, and it's not good for the system. So a lot of people call me and say, hey, can I put covers on these? Yes, you can, and yes, it does make a difference. That it is a reasonable thing to do to keep the wintertime junk out there on an air conditioner only. If it's a heat pump like this one, you can't cover. So air conditioning only, you can put covers on your condensers. And as far as condensers go, they operate almost exactly the same, air conditioning and heat pump. The only difference is the reversing valve that's inside and the time of year that they run. So they both get the same treatment. There's a few different components in this because it's a heat pump, but otherwise, pretty standard stuff. Keep them clean. Have your service company come out regularly. Make sure that they're level. If they're not level, have your service company level them. That is very important to system longevity. But otherwise, just keep an eye on them. Make sure they're nice and clean, and have them serviced yearly. Thank you.